Sup YouTube, it's Dusnoir TCG here and welcome to another TCG video on my channel. Today we're actually going to be playing the EUIC. There's a lot on the line, as you can see, trophies everywhere. We're going to be playing Archaludon, so hopefully you guys are ready for it. If you enjoy content like this, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Let's fly into it right away.
Trainers playing the Pokemon trading card game!
Alright, the first round over here at EUIC London Internationals is done. I was up against Paul Myers from the UK itself. You are playing the most interesting deck that I've seen across the room. Tell me a little bit, what are you playing?
Let me show you. So I'm playing a bit of Disruption with a Brute Bonnet and Serena combo.
Okay. So
hoping to get you down to 30, Brute Bonnet and Radiant Sneasler to just knock you out and stop the use of
We had an interesting series. Can you tell me a little bit how it went? We played 3 games in the end.
First game, I bricked a bit, had a rough start, and you dominated that match. The second game was a bit more in my favour. Precious Trolley top deck on my second turn, and I was able to run your resources were limited because of the use of Iono.
And definitely with the Pokemon EX, I really think it really helps out to just get the combo pieces going, because you need Radiant Hisuian Sneasler, Brute Bonnet, Ancient Booster, and if you Iono at the perfect time, because you cannot use Phasandipity. I did not realize that in the first game. I was like, what am I doing? But yeah, this is a very unique deck. What made you decide to play at Serena EX for EUIC?
Well, I wanted to have a bit of fun. Normally play Snorlax.
Yeah, you can tell. Look at this t-shirt, it's crazy.
It's the three brothers. Wanted to play something different. I got top 4 in the Birmingham Cup with this, so I thought, why not bash it out, see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm very surprised of how good it is when you have the setup. Like, not a lot can stop it. Luckily, I checked out Serena, and if we take a look at the weakness, it is exactly metal type weakness. I was like a little bit of luck with that, because if I was not able to one-shot you, this runs over a lot of decks, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What in the room do you don't want to face, except for like maybe Archaludon, although it is actually 50-50, I would say, the matchup?
It's 50-50. I struggle Lugia. Missed energy.
Yeah, the Lugias are still flying around.
Yeah.
What are your friends playing?
So one brother, he's playing Pulsar.
Okay.
And another Lugia.
Okay, I wish all of you guys the best of luck, and yeah, this is your first season, you were telling me, right?
Yes.
You had a blast already?
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I hope you get a lot of victories with this, because you're gonna get people off guard, because if they use Phasandipity, they cannot. So Iono is still powerful with a deck like that, so congratulations on cooking up a very cool list. I'm hoping for you to just get maybe day 2 if you win 6 of them, so I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, the first dub of the day. I was up against that Serena EX, believe it or not. Luckily, I checked out the opponent's weakness, and it seems like Serena EX is apparently weak to metal. I'm glad, because if it was weak to lighting, I would have lost. So Archaludon slaps it for weakness, which is great. Just going 2-2-2. He was actually using Rodon to just get it set up, which makes sense. It's a stage 2 deck. that meant I just could go 2-2-2. Luckily I played a 4 boss, so just take down the Rotom, respond to Serena. But I had to have actually some Pokemon lined up as backup attackers because I cannot use Pheasantipity in that game at all. So yeah, think about it. Serena EX in round 1 of EUIC. Let's see what other crazy decks are here in the venue. Alright, round 2 is done. I was up against Gabriel Batman. Is it called Bateman? Bateman, yeah. People always thought you're a Batman.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
you were playing Gouging Fire for this event. Tell me a little bit, why did you choose that deck?
I didn't really like anything. I was going into the event, it was like last week. I didn't really like anything. And I picked this up, the list that did really well in Mexico, and I played it, and it was really good fun. And I kept playing it, and I kept winning, and I think I got to like an 8 win streak on the ladder. That was like the first time I'd ever played it. I was like, okay, this deck's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, you really got a hang of the deck because you're playing incredibly fast.
Yeah.
Like we have like so much time left on the clock, so we have we had a small lunch break. Tell me a little bit how the series developed. There was one point where you whiffed something. You looked really strangely.
Game 1, it was. I ended up whiffing. I think it was the ability to switch it, maybe something like that. But then I had to like punch for 60 or whatever, and it was just kind of rubbish. But yeah, it was a good series, I think.
Yeah,
Game 2 was a lot harder. The deck was not cooperating Game 2.
Game 1 you got really off guard with the black belt.
Yeah, I sort of had like an inkling there was something, but I couldn't remember what it would be. But yeah, black belt.
Well, yeah, thank you for the series, Gabriel, and I wish you the best of luck for the rest of the rounds.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Alright, dub number 2. So we're off to a 2-0 fresh start over at EUIC. We're playing, of course, the Archaludon. One of my unfavorable matchups that I placed recently, the Gouging Fire, we were able to beat it. Black Belt really came in handy. I included that at the last minute. So it was like a Lumineon that I started with that's in the discard pile, so I could stretch her, Lumineon, Black Belt. The opponent didn't expect it, and that's why I was able to win. And in game 2, he was a little bit slow, so I was not donked, which is a great thing. They couldn't find Sod on turn 1, so the Gouging Fire, glad to survive that, for sure. Round 3 is done. I was up against Ray Cipoletti from the United States, all the way here in EUIC London. You are playing Lugia. Tell me a little bit, did you decide to play Lugia because you've been testing it a lot, or did you change last minute?
No, I was testing it a bunch.
Okay.
I think it has good matchups against Dragapult and Charizard and a lot of the other meta decks, except for obviously Miraidon.
Yes.
I think
there's a couple of Miraidon left and right. Weren't you not afraid of it?
Not as much. I have Double Bear, so...
Oh, Double Bear. I've not seen Lugias with Double Bear, at least.
So if I just jet a bear into the active turn 1 and they don't have a boss, like it's hard to set up and boss around it.
Yeah, true.
And then if they do, you just attach a...
You also told me you've been playing for more than 10 years?
I've been playing for longer, since 2008.
2008, okay, that's almost...
Well, competitively. I've been playing since like 2004.
Okay, now the most important question. What is your favorite deck of all time?
Oh god. I don't even know. Maybe Dialga Chomp. I played that a lot.
GL level X's and all that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, we played a series, a best of 3. We still have some time left on the clock. We play really smoothly. Tell me a bit how it went.
What?
Tell me a little bit how the matchups went. You won the first one, then go back and forth. This was a best of 3 in the end?
Yeah, I just didn't set up the last 2 games. Like, I didn't get Lugia.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Any spicy tech you have in your Lugia deck?
I mean, just like the bears.
Okay. And which 2 decks did you face before my Archaludon list?
Charizard and Dragapult.
Okay, so yeah, the deck's really good against that. Hopefully see more of that. Thank you for the games, Ray, and I wish you a lovely stay over here in London. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, third round, third victory. We were up against Lugia, the deck that I used to be playing a whole lot of. They were actually not playing Chinchino, which made my job a little bit easier. Game 1, I actually started Lumineon. I could not actually respond as well because my Relican was priced, so that was really rough. Game 2, I was actually able to get the upper hand, which was nice. Scoop up Cyclone to get rid of my Squawk and all that. And in Game 3, he actually was not able to find the VSTAR, so I had a ton of time. Boss Lugia, bam, He did some more stuff. I buzzed another Lugia, bam, and yeah, that was pretty much the game. So 3-0 with the Don, the Archaludon. All right, round 4 is done. I was up against Hiroki Sakuma, all the way from Japan.
Yeah, I'm Hiroki Sakuma
Yes,
from Japan.
yeah, you are choosing Dragapult for this tournament.
Right.
Did you decide to play Dragapult before, or did you train a lot of months for it?
I have decided to use Dragapult about 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
I have been using this also in Japanese Champions League and
Okay.
this league also.
Okay, so you played the Japanese Champions League.
Right.
Okay, how did you do at the tournament?
At that time, I could go through to the day 2, and
Okay, wow.
finally my score was 10-5.
10-5, wow, crazy. Wow.
But I couldn't get to the top cut.
Okay, and which decks did you already see today?
Today I have fighted with Archaludon.
Okay,
What was it? And Lost Toolbox
okay.
and Dragapult.
Dragapult,
Yeah.
okay. And the mirror match, did you win that easily?
Right. No, not easily.
easily, it was hard?
Yeah, 2-1,
Okay.
and that was a really hard game for me.
Okay. In Japan, how many players actually get a Worlds invite?
I'm not sure since I am new to this game, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have been playing this Pokemon card game for 1 year, and I haven't. This is my first time to.
Okay, wow. And what made you decide to actually play in an event like an IC in Europe?
Sorry?
Why did you decide to go to London all the way from Japan?
Yeah, honestly, to be honest, I have a business here.
Okay.
In this season, I have a business here, so.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
right.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay. So I wish you a warm stay over here in London, and thank you for the games. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. All right, the 4th dub of the day is done. Well, I was up against someone from Japan. Really nice. It's been since Worlds that I played against someone from Japan. They are always super polite, and he was actually playing Dragapult with Dusnoir. A very favorable matchup for me. I was able to use Scoop Up Cyclone at its max potential. Scoop Up Cyclone while gusting up a Luminion, so 2-prize lead while getting rid of all the damage from the board. So Archaludon, what a perfect play for EUIC. And I'm currently 4-0. We need to actually win 2 more for day 2. And there are 5 more rounds. So there's 9 rounds, which makes things a little bit easier. Okay, round 5 is done. I was up against Arthur Trutzler, if I pronounce it correctly, from the Netherlands. You are playing Dusnoir Dragapult. I'm saying it the other way around because your emphasis on Dusnoir is a lot. How many times have you buddied me in this series?
I don't remember. It was a lot. More than I've been in life.
Yeah, more than average. And tell me, why did you decide to play Dragapult for this event?
Because all the other decks I tested, they turn out to not really work. So in the end, I just flipped everything over.
It definitely is the best deck in format, and you can cheese a lot of games with Badu.
Sure.
Did you already item log the opponent out of existence in this day of the London UIC?
I tried to item log you, but it didn't really work.
Yeah, you play incredibly well. Tell me a little bit, what is your best achievement that you already have playing the Pokemon TCG? Your most memorable moment?
I got a second to the regional one. That's about it.
Nice. Congrats. That's super nice. Tell me a little bit how our series went. We have about 8 minutes left on the clock. We played 2 games in the end.
Yeah, I tried to item lock you until I could wipe the board, but it didn't really work because I just missed like 1 piece every time, so it was really close. But
Which piece were you missing out on?
it's just one of them because I had Arven for like the other
one.
ones. So,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
I don't really remember, but it was like one of them, and I could Arven for the last one. But it was.
You also told me that you had incredible luck throughout this day.
Yeah, for sure.
And this time around, I think it changed around because you whiffed on some things, and you also started Luminion game 1, which doesn't help.
Yeah, I guess the most unlucky part is the matchup. You can't really complain about the rest because you have to draw so well to beat this anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And then also I have to hope that you don't draw it because if you just draw well and just set up the Archaludon, I lose anyway. So.
Yeah, true. It is the most expected deck. Which decks did you already see today?
So I faced one Snorlax for sure, and then Charizard.
Okay.
And round 1 I had a Hydreigon.
Hydreigon, okay.
Yeah, and I also had an opponent that scooped because they wanted to go to the Poke Center. So
Okay, hilarious.
So, yeah, 3 decks.
So you're a 4-1. That means you need to win 2 out of 4 rounds. So that's pretty okay. That's,
Hope I win all 4.
yes, I hope so too.
keep it
Thanks,
going.
Arthur, for the games. Cheers.
GG.
All right, 5th round of the day, 5th victory. I was up against a friendly fella from the Netherlands, which meant we could talk Dutch. That's cool. They were actually playing Dragapult EX with the Budu, 2 Budus. They were actually item locking me time and time again, but I was able to withstand the item lock. The deck, I played actually an extra supporter, so that definitely helped because at one point I did drew into the Iono at the perfect time, which helped a lot to establish a third Duraludon. Otherwise I would have been bench wiped by Dusnoir. I won twice in a row, which is great. The matchup seems favorable for sure. So let's see if we can face some more Dragapult. So 5-0, that means it's winning in time. This video is sponsored by DragonShield.com, the best sleeves in the game. You can get 5% off using the coupon ZAPDOS5. Also sponsored by TC Evolutions, the website to have yourself some unique damage counters as well as ability tokens. Get 10% off using the coupon ZAPDOSTCG. Also sponsored by PoketownStore.com, the place for your TCG Live code card needs. You can get 5% off using the coupon ZAPDOSTCG. And also by cardmarket.com, the European site where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name ZAPDOSTCG to help support the channel. Okay, you see the bright light? It shines all the way here because we're here with Shay, as always, Burst TCG. Look at that. This has got to be the most flex outfit you see at the venue. And
got the red bottoms as well.
Let's go. You've been doing an incredible job. Tell me a little bit, what is your favorite moment at EUIC so far?
My favorite moment? Well, I've been on the activity stage all weekend. So we've had like influencer meet and greets, artist signings as well. My favorite part though was the cosplay showcase. We had 20 people all cosplaying. We had a massive crowd, everyone was getting loud, which you know I like, so that's definitely been my highlight.
Hashtag make that noise, of course, let's go. We are here with Little Dark Fury, the only one, the Rogue Master. Tell me a little bit, how do you find your energy to create the most unique content on YouTube?
Well, I spend a lot of time on Pokemon TCG Live building decks, but I like building decks. I like kind of looking outside the box and just seeing like what is good that isn't meta, and I just enjoy deck building a lot.
Does it take a lot of time to record games? Because I can imagine when you're in a specific rank, you see like amazing decks and you're playing a rogue deck that you sometimes lose more than others.
Yeah. Oh, it happens a lot. It definitely can take a while. It really depends on like what deck I'm playing. You know, sometimes a deck's really popular that gatekeeps that deck, like Dragapult or ADP when that existed. That was not a fun time. Let's not talk about ADP. Let's not talk about that. No. Yeah, it can take a while, but I just like playing the game and having fun. And,
so thanks for this small little interview.
Yeah, no problem,
I wish you the best of luck here and love it and enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Peace out. Okay, round 6 is done. I was up against Stefan Richardson from the United States, and we were playing a mirror match. Very funky. I have never seen that many Turos in my life. It was like Raging Hammer, then Turo it up, and I did the same thing. Until eventually the time ran out. We both actually won a game, and then the third did not conclude. I was at 3 prizes, he was at 4. Unfortunately, not able to finish the series, so it's gonna have to be a tie for this one. There are 3 more rounds because we're playing 9 rounds, and I need to win 1 of them. So 1 out of 3. Let's see. Okay, round 7 is done. I was up against the one and only Andrew Hedrick from the United States. Tell me a little bit, we played a very interesting series. You were able to bench wipe me in game 2. Tell me a little bit how the games went.
Yeah, so game 1, I was trying to set up some damage to go for a huge prize tournament along with an Iono, but you were able to keep getting those Turos, those Cyclones to keep healing off the damage over and over again, and eventually you kind of got to a point where you were too far ahead and were able to easily close out the game. But in game 2, you weren't drawing quite as hot. I was able to trap something in active for a little bit as well, and then I was able to set up a huge board wipe Iono play.
Exactly. Have you bench wiped a lot of opponents today?
I had a couple of times I've got to do like huge Dusnoir 3 knockout turns.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, you're playing a ticker Dusnoir line, I saw, like a 3-1-2 line or something?
Yeah.
It's scary, because in the second game you were able to knock out Duraludon, Archaludon, so that was really fun. Also, what made you decide to play the Dragapult deck over Lost Box?
I was a little bit worried about Lost Box's matchups against Dragapult and Gardevoir, which I think are the 2 best decks in this tournament. All your other matchups are so good, but I wasn't feeling too confident about those, so...
Yeah, the only Lost Box fanatic I know is you, and you left the deck at home, so for this event, what do you think will win?
I mean, I gotta go with myself, Dragapult as well.
Let's go.
Very popular deck too.
It's
so.
very strong. You were able. This is actually your unfavorable matchup, but you played it out perfectly, trapping and just bench wiping. So that's the way to do it. Have you item blocked opponents into victories?
I haven't actually used the body too much. I feel like I've used the Rotom more to help draw the extra cards.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Thanks for the games, Andrew, and I wish you the best of luck. One more win for you. Let's go. Cheers. All right, so another tie. Andrew Hedrick is actually really incredible. He bench wiped. I had 2 Duraludons in play and an Archaludon, and they all got wiped away by Dusnoirs on the attack of Dragapult. He spread perfectly with Alakazam, like there was 50 on the Duraludon, so with the help of Radiant Alakazam and the attack, he just got the numbers perfectly. So really well done. Didn't get the dub, so we're 5-0-2. We're still in winning mode, and I have 2 more rounds to pull it off. Can we make it? Who knows? But this is 2 ties in a row. I can still make it with 5-0-4 as well, but that's not what we want. Okay, round 8 is done over here at the EUIC. I was up against Yuki Tanaka from Japan. He flew 15 hours just to destroy me. Tell me a little bit, you're playing Dragapult. Why did you decide to play this deck?
I joined Toad Reckless Discord group.
Yeah, okay.
So today Toad choose Dragapult, so I choose.
Same 60. Okay, cool. You've been doing well. You have not lost the game, so congratulations. We have a lot of time left on the clock. You played really well. Do you like Unfair Stamp?
Yeah, so strong against aggro.
Yeah, exactly.
Aggro deck, so like Miraidon.
So you are not playing the crystal, the sparkling crystal?
Yeah.
So yeah, instead Unfair Stamp. So that's really nice. Congratulations for your victory, and yeah, do well in day 2. Thanks, Yuki.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right, we're keeping it suspenseful until the very last bit. It's I'm 5-1-2 right now, so it's gonna be win or nothing. So I don't want to tie because that's not gonna get me into day 2. It will get me some points, but I don't need the points. So we're gonna try win the last round and then try to come back tomorrow. It has been a really suspenseful game. I was up against a very fantastic person from Japan, really polite again, but they played a really cool version of Dragapult EX with the one and only Unfair Stamp. So Unfair Stamp turn 2 really destroyed my complete setup, and that's what it is. So no Dusnoirs in that list, just playing really consistent, and that's what got them the dub. So 5-1-2, we are on the literal winning end. I had a lot of them, but I tied a lot of them, so Alright, so eventually I lost my last round in a very suspenseful mirror match. Archaludon mirror matches are actually pretty tricky. You have to wait for the perfect time, go for the hammer in attack before you actually punch an Archaludon, otherwise you get one shot in return. So yeah, I actually was at a 5-2 score, which is enough for top 512. That actually means 40 additional CP, in theory 80 CP, but there is the best finish limit, putting me actually at 754 championship points, which is more than enough for a World Championships invite. So I'm very stoked for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this vlog of EUIC. I had a blast, very friendly opponents, people all across the globe from the United States, all the way from Japan as well. So I'm very, very excited to, of course, play in Anaheim, the World Championships in the summer. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button, subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!